Hey girl, welcome back to the Her Best Self podcast. I'm Lindsay Nickel, and today we need to talk. It's a new year, and everywhere you look, you're being bombarded with messages about new year and new you and fresh starts and clean slates, yada yada, the detoxes, the before and after photos, the transformational challenges. I swear, if I see another 30-day this or a 21-day that, I'm going to lose it. But if you're sitting here in eating disorder recoveryville, maybe you're feeling the pressure. You're thinking, this is supposed to be my year. I'm supposed to feel excited. I'm supposed to be motivated. I'm supposed to be ready to change. But instead, friend, you feel tired. Tired of being tired, so tired. Tired of trying, tired of feeling like you're starting over again. And honestly, maybe you're just not vibing with the whole new year, new you. Because deep down, you know that a calendar flipping to January 1st doesn't magically fix anything. And sis, I'm here to tell you something that might surprise you. That frustration that you're feeling, that exhaustion, that I'm so done with this energy, that's not the problem. That's the key. Today, we're talking about the power of frustration and why getting absolutely sick and tired of yourself and your eating disorder is the best thing that could happen. So buckle up because we're getting real in here, and I mean real. Hey girl, welcome to the Her Best Self podcast. I'm Lindsay Nickel, former competitive figure skater and perfectionist, turned God-led imperfect boy mom and digital CEO. If you find yourself constantly thinking about food and wondering if you'll wake up one day free from the obsessive thoughts and behaviors controlling your life, then I've created this podcast for you. Because I know exactly what it's like to be a downright hot mess, trapped in a destructive cycle of disordered eating. I finally found freedom, and you can too, girlfriend. So if you're ready to heal your relationship with food and body and break the chains of control and show up in your best health, then grab your favorite Tarjay journal and let's get to it. So you can start living your best life as your best self. Let's just call it what it is. The new year, new you message is toxic garbage. I said it. Especially in diet culture, especially for women, and especially for women in eating disorder recovery. Right now, you're being sold the lie that every January is some magical portal where everything changes, where you suddenly have willpower, where you're finally motivated, where this time it'll be different. You see all the detoxes right now, the meal plans, the fitness challenges. I can't even go on Instagram right now because everyone is talking about their goals, their transformations, their how to lose 10 pounds, their fresh starts. And for someone in recovery, this is a minefield. This is damaging because the eating disorder loves a fresh start. She loves rules. She loves parameters and restrictions. She loves the pretty planners. She loves the structure. She loves the promise of control disguised as health and wellness. But here's the truth, sis. It is not going to be a new year that brings anything new or better into your life. It is going to be you committing. And specifically, it will be you getting so absolutely frustrated and so fed up, so done with spending one more day entrenched in Advil that you finally say enough. Not because it's January, not because society told you to, but because you are so ready to stop living like this. So today I wanted to do an episode on frustration because I'm feeling that energy right now. I'm feeling some frustration occurring. Maybe you're there. Maybe you are so frustrated that you're still here, that you're still struggling, that you're still stuck in those same patterns, still hearing that voice in your mind telling you that you can't eat this and you can't eat that. Maybe you're still missing out on life because you are too wrapped up in what your body's going to look like and on food control. Maybe you're frustrated that another year's passed and you're not where you thought you were going to be. I feel like I've heard that this week from every single client. Like, you're frustrated that recovery feels hard. You're frustrated that everyone else seems to have it all figured out except for you. And here's what I want you to take away from today's episode. That frustration, that is not weakness. Oh my goodness. If I could go back to my younger self and be like, that is not weakness. That's readiness. That is readiness. Frustration is your body and your soul screaming at you. We are done with this. It's that part of you that knows that you were made for so much more. It's that part of you that is so sick of the lies, sick of the exhaustion, sick of playing small with no energy. And when you can tap into that frustration, when you can really allow yourself to feel how angry you are about what the eating disorder has taken from you, that can become super fuel. It's like this fire that drives you to actually do something different. And not because of a New Year resolution, but because you're ready to evolve into that person. So I'm going to tell you a little story about the moment that I just got so freaking sick and tired of myself that everything shifted. And I may have talked a little bit about this in a prior episode, but as I was marinating on what I wanted to share today, I got angry at the old version of me, because I was in treatment. I had a treatment team. I had a meal plan. My goal for the year was to gain 40 pounds. Okay, 40 pounds. And I knew that. And that's not to cause you any triggers, but I had agreed to that because I knew that I had no other choice. And I'm not saying that you have to be to that point in your life to change. That's not what I'm saying. Every single part of my body ached at the thought of gaining weight. And I promised God, I was like, this year is going to be different. I'm going to do this so that I don't have to learn the hard way. Like, I'm really going to try to do this by myself. I was lying. I was lying to them. I was lying to my treatment team. I was lying to myself. I was lying to God. I was pushing off meals. I was cheating. I was still counting calories in my journal, in my head, even though I knew better. I was doing the bare minimum and calling it recovery. To everyone else, to the world, oh, I was healing. I was getting better. I was recovering. I was playing the game without actually playing to win. Have you ever played a game without playing to win? It's like, why play? I know that's probably the wrong thing to say, but like us type A's, like we play to win. We play to crush it. And one day I just caught myself. I looked at myself in the mirror and I thought, who are you? Like, who even are you? What are you doing? I didn't recognize myself. And I said, you know what you need to do? You know what recovery requires. And while you may not have chosen this, you're now choosing to let it define who you are. You're letting her win. And friend, I am so competitive. It's back from the skating days, I know, but no one was going to win but me. It lit a fire that had been stirring for a while. And I share this because I had to get angry. Not at my body, not at food, at myself, at my junk, at my excuses, at my half-hearted effort. I had to get sick of me, sick of my own BS, sick of wasting time pretending I was doing something when I was really just maintaining my eating disorder with a smile on my face. And that was my turning point. And it wasn't because I had no other option. It wasn't because it was a new year. It wasn't because of a motivational quote or a fresh start. It was just me getting so absolutely fed up that I finally decided to stop playing games and to actually do the work. Because I was a winner, and that's what winners do. And I hope that resonates for someone today. I hope you're listening and you're like, gosh, I get that. Sis, I had to get angry to change. And I believe you do too. I'm not saying you can't change if you don't get angry, so don't get it twisted. This is where it gets a little uncomfortable, and that's why I just wanted to have a completely vulnerable episode with you, because I need you to sit with this. I need you to get really honest in your own life, and I want you to get frustrated. What has the eating disorder taken from you? Not just the year, not just this past year, but over the years, all the years, okay? How many holidays has it ruined? How many family gatherings did you sit through where you were obsessing over the food instead of enjoying the people? How many birthdays did you skip because you couldn't handle the cake? Or how many vacations did you ruin because you were too busy calculating and controlling and restricting and other people were just getting in your way? I mean, how many relationships has it cost you? I'm going to get really real. How many friendships, boyfriends, spouses, girlfriend, like how much have you lost because you isolated yourself? How many dates did you turn down because you were too afraid of the restaurant? How many moments with your kids did you miss because you were too exhausted or too distracted or too consumed by the thoughts in your mind versus actually being present. And don't even get me started on the money. I mean, that alone is enough to make somebody go crazy. How much money have you spent on diet programs, on diet food, on gym memberships, on pills, on clothes in different sizes, on doctors, on any sort of level of treatment, on trying to fix a problem that you keep recreating because you fully will not release? How much energy have you wasted? How many hours have you spent thinking about food or obsessing over your body, your stomach, your arms, your thighs, planning your meals, beating yourself up, promising you'll do better tomorrow? And worst of all, how many dreams have you put on hold? That career, that trip that you wanted to take, that life you wanted to live, where you thought you would be by now, all sitting on the back burner because the eating disorder convinced you that you can't have those things until you're perfect, until you're good enough, until you're ready. And so my question today to get you hyped up for this new year is, how many more years is it going to take? So here's what I want you to do, because listening to this episode, yes, I feel like I'm on my soapbox, I'm in my vibe, but it isn't enough. Feeling frustrated isn't enough. You have to complete that, right? You have to take that feeling and do something purposeful with it. You have to fuel your frustration. And I really feel like frustration fuels evolution. So today I'm going to give you 3 different options that I want you to explore. And I mean this in a very safe way, okay? Because option 1 might not be the best safe-wise, but it is very therapeutic. Ask me how I know. If you need like a physical release, and I mean really need to let it out, go to a thrift store. This is option 1. Buy some cheap plates, take them to your garage or your backyard or somewhere completely safe and just smash them. Like throw them, smash them, let every ounce of anger you have at this eating disorder out. Let every bit of frustration at yourself for staying stuck in it, get it all out. It is just a wonderful therapeutic experience of release. You can also do this with like a punching bag. Obviously be safe, don't hurt yourself, but let your feelings about the energy, the money, all these things I just mentioned, the dreams, the relationships, like let that come to fruition because it needs to. Option number 2, what the eating disorder has taken you, journal exercise. Okay, so if option number 1, you're like, I don't know about the physical release, you can do this emotionally, internally, and release a lot of this by sitting down with a journal and asking yourself some of these questions, like how many holidays has it taken for me? How many relationships has it cost me? How many moments? What were those moments? How much money have I spent refusing to fully commit to myself in recovery? How much energy has been wasted? Like think of specific examples. And then something to really help you would be like, what does my life look like in 5 years if I stay here? Like, how am I going to be in 5 years if I do nothing? And then what does my life look like in 5 years if I actually go all in? I want you to write it all out. Don't hold yourself back. This really allows your feelings to come up, and it's a wonderful therapeutic exercise. Option number 3, the anger letter. I recommend this to a lot of my clients. It's where you write a personal letter to your eating disorder, and you tell her what you think. You tell her what she's stolen from you. You tell her you're done with her, that you're not doing this anymore. It's like a divorce letter. You're taking your life back. She's no longer invited to the table. And then you can do what you want with it. You can burn it. You can rip it up. You can throw it away. You can release it in a jar in the ocean, even though I want to be super eco-friendly here. But the point is, don't just sit in the frustration. Use it. Channel it. Let it fuel you. Somebody said to me recently, Lindsay, I just don't have the motivation this year to recover. Like life feels super heavy. I don't have the motivation. And I felt that in my bones because here's the raw fact. Hope is beautiful. Motivation is fleeting, but you don't need the motivation. You just need to know that this is going to require something. It's going to require a different level of you. And is that what you really want? Are you okay with being here? Because here's what recovery actually takes. It takes showing up when you don't feel like showing up, okay? It takes you not being motivated to do the hard work. It takes you eating the meal when that voice in your mind is telling you not to. It takes sitting with discomfort without numbing yourself out from it. It takes you reaching out for support rather than isolating. And sometimes it takes gaining weight if that's what your body needs. I said it. It takes letting go. It takes letting go so that you can actually get the control that you're searching for. And it takes consistency day after day after day, even when it's boring, even when it's hard, even when you're not motivated. And most importantly, it takes you getting so freaking frustrated and so fed up and so absolutely done that you stop negotiating with her in your mind. You stop bargaining. You stop playing games. You're like, you know what? I'm done with you taking any more time. Because if you don't set that line, she's going to keep taking more time. So how much more time are you willing to let her have? And so here's my question. Are you ready to stop half blanking your recovery? And yes, I want to say the A word, but this is a clean show. Are you ready to get so frustrated with where you are that you finally do something else? Because if you're listening today, friend, and you're like, yes, Lindsay, I'm so done. I am so done. Then here's your sign. Here's your sign. I have 2 ways to solve this problem. Actually, I have more than that. First, I want you to do one of these options that I talked about, okay? I want you to apply this episode to your real life. This is free content that you can listen to anywhere, anytime. Do one of these exercises and tell me what kind of the outcome was for you, okay? Like, did it help getting frustrated? Did it, release some things in you? Do you feel better about it? Like where you are? Are you ready to move forward? Another thing I want you to do is really think about, what am I doing differently, right? What kind of level of support or care do I need to change? Because this isn't something that you can do by yourself. I know we try to be the one that can stand at the top of the mountain and go, we can do this all on our own. And I'm not saying it can't be done, but why would you want to do that? Why wouldn't you want to get help and support from somebody who's already done it, that can show you the shortcuts or show you the pathways or show you the pitfalls? So my other thing that I would like to leave you with today is go invest in yourself and get support, whether that's me or another coach. But if you are looking for one and you're ready to go all in and you need that support, I got you, girl. I am taking applications right now. And I'm not here to coddle you, but I am here to love you, be your biggest ally, and be like, you're going to get freedom from this. We are going to have some tough love conversations. We're going to make 2026 the year that you stop playing games. So if you're ready for that, I want you to go out to herbestself.co and fill out a client application. I also have the Recovery Collective, which is my group community program. We have every other Wednesday night, we do a live call. And we help each other. We go through recovery together because you need community. If you're interested in that, you can go on out to herbestself.co/recovery collective. You can sign up immediately and we'll see you at our next session. Listen, sis, I know that this episode was a lot and it was a little bit different, right, than I normally do. But I hope that it frustrated you just a little bit because I want you to be a little bit frustrated. I want you to be done. Because that frustration, that's your superpower. That's your fuel. That's the thing that's going to carry you through the hard days when motivation runs, because it will. You don't need a new year to change your life. You just need to get so sick of yourself and your eating disorder that you finally decide enough is enough. So stop waiting. Stop hoping that January the 1st is going to magically fix you when you know it hasn't yet. Stop playing the victim to your own story because you get to decide. You can get angry, you can get frustrated, you can feel the feels, and then you can get to work. I believe in you, friend, and I'm here when you're ready to stop messing around and do this. So until next time, keep forging forward, or better yet, start sprinting. I'll talk to you on the next one. Bye for now. Oh, friend, thank you so much for letting me share what was on my heart today. My hope for this podcast is to help more women find freedom from food and body. If this has empowered or blessed you, let me know. I'd be honored for your rating and review of my show, and I'd love to connect with you in my private Facebook community. You really can move from perfection to purpose. Let's break the chains together. I'll help navigate the way. Until next time, bye for now, girl.